What up, KBG?
What up, KBG?
What's good, family? Hey, man, they had missed us, man.
I know,
we had missed y'all too.
We miss you.
We had a family celebration for the birthday gang. Y'all know we kept y'all posted.
Yep.
But y'all see we got Ewu body cam, y'all. We got cop calls 911 after discovering son's horrifying secret. Come on. Y'all already know what it is, man. Snack up, get your wine. Your snacks, dinner, your laundry going,
right?
Whatever you gotta do, man. As long as you kicking it with the fam, man. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it.
She was just taking a jog, and somebody just drove off the side of the road and purposely hit her.
Boy,
I don't think she felt it. I thought she had a kid too.
Oh my God! Oh, where's the son of a?
When a woman out for a jog is struck and killed in broad daylight, Arizona deputies scramble to find the truck that fled the scene. But their desperate search for the perpetrator takes a shocking turn when they receive a phone call no one saw coming.
I'm not asking for favoritism, but everyone's going to know anyways. I'm Lieutenant of Phoenix PD. It's my son. That's the guy who did it. That's the guy who did it.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of February 24th, 2024, dispatchers receive an urgent 911 call.
So I just witnessed a hit and run, and this lady needs an ambulance immediately. The vehicle just drove off. There was a Ford F-250, Ford Super Duty.
Glad somebody been
the woman
around.
was just running along the side of the road, and the guy just drove and hit her.
Crazy.
For no reason at all.
Okay, so she was walking?
Okay, thank you. She was just taking a jog, and somebody just drove off the side of the road and purposely hit her. I witnessed it in my rearview mirror. I don't know if this truck is coming back. I think he's coming back. I think the guy is coming back. I drove west, and he came back to the scene, but he's still in his truck, and it looks like he's going to drive away, but I don't know what he's doing.
Is she conscious?
I don't think so. I think she's breathing. That's the guy who did it. That's the guy who did it.
A Maricopa County deputy arrives as the caller points to the suspect's vehicle, but it once again turns and flees the scene. With the deputy unable to leave the victim's side, a civilian volunteers to follow the suspect, but quickly loses sight of them. Though the deputy attempts to help the victim, the woman shows no sign of life. At 10:02 a.m., she's pronounced deceased. As backup arrives, they work to locate some form of identification, but find only her cell phone.
That poor kid. I don't think she felt it. I thought she had a kid too.
Scattered along the roadway are her white earbuds, glasses, and pieces of a headlight.
Damn.
Her shoes were thrown from her feet, with one lying more than 70 feet from the other, a brutal indication of how violently she was struck.
Hey, just let you know, like Sergeant know.
It's just crazy how the amount of senseless, crazy people that's out here.
You're right.
And even to see every day the tragic, crazy things just happen, senseless stuff like that. Lady just regularly going about her business,
exercising, jogging,
And you just, I want to run somebody. This is the person right here.
I'm gonna just go ahead and take him out.
These people out here are sick, man.
Violently, she was struck.
Hey, just let you know, like Sergeant know. There's a possible next of kin over by his grave. He said that the wife and mom were out running, and they can't get a hold of her. So
The man provides the phone number for his wife, 43-year-old Lisa Mancuso. A deputy calls it, and in a tragic confirmation, the victim's phone rings. It isn't long before another family member arrives at the scene.
can I help you, sir?
Yeah, what's going on, officer? My son just called me. He's crying and everything. He was right here.
He lives on the other side.
He was right over there.
You're gonna have to go down to Galvin, up Central to get there.
Is somebody hit by a car or something?
They will be able to fill you in.
The man is Lisa's father-in-law. He rushes to her home where deputies are speaking with Lisa's husband and young son. Their emotions spill over as they learn the cause of her death.
Oh my God! Oh. Where's the son of a? Looking for hit and run? Terrible, isn't it?
And he did it on purpose, too.
We were complaining about a stop sign here. You know, this is ridiculous.
I ain't
We're
gonna-
8 miles an hour down this road. I know you guys are spread thin. I realize that.
You have every reason to be upset. So, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I know.
No, just when we pass the house.
Lisa's husband Stephen attempts to pull up their security footage, while friends and family try to comfort the young boy who has just lost his mother.
Yeah, no.
That's
It's
sad,
really
man.
hard, but it's all right.
Grateful. How's your chest, dude? It's better, but I'm so. I'm just another shock right now. Like, I can't even think.
Overcome with emotion, Stephen takes his son inside the home for a break, while his father stays outside with deputies.
How bad is Lisa looking? Bad?
I mean, no, I wouldn't recommend seeing her right now. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I understand. This is gonna be devastating for him and his son.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Lisa there?
Yeah, sir.
I'm sorry to say this, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, her poor son.
Back at the scene, deputies gather statements from witnesses.
Right. He noticed this woman in black, workout clothes, if you will, jogging.
Yeah.
She wasn't anywhere near to begin with. In my own personal opinion,
Right.
not seeing the details,
Right.
as far off as she was,
Right.
and
On
shame on
purpose.
me for saying this, there had to have been intent.
Yeah.
The
Ain't no
911
shame.
caller
Same
who
thing.
saw the
Ain't no shame on you. It was. Especially if she was far off on the road. He did it on purpose.
Like some people actually be right there on the road jogging and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But she was way off.
Right.
The person said that he took off like towards them to run over.
What could have been going through his head? Like,
People just crazy out here.
And shame on me for saying this, there had to have been intent.
The 911 caller who saw the tragedy unfold in his rearview mirror also told dispatchers the incident looked very intentional, but deputies aren't quite certain that's the case.
Wow. So originally he said it looked intentional, but then when I asked him about did the vehicle abruptly turn into it, and he said no, it was just a gradual, kind of went over like 692 or just distracted or something. But they leave. Maybe big truck.
Yeah.
Call it play dumb.
Yeah.
You came back.
It came back. If you thought
Saw what
I
happened.
just hit a box in the road.
Yeah.
According to witnesses, the truck ultimately made 2 U-turns near the crash site before fleeing the scene for a final time. While the cameras at Lisa's house weren't working, investigators obtained a clear view of the truck just before impact from a nearby residence. The 911 caller's SUV passes the home, followed moments later by the suspect's truck after rolling through a stop sign. The collision itself happens off camera, but the sound of the impact is fully captured. Despite clear footage of the truck and several witnesses, investigators are only able to get a partial license plate. Once images of the vehicle begin circulating on social media, deputies receive a shocking phone call they never expected.
Sheriff's office, how may I help you?
Hi, my name is Ben Moore, and I need to have a deputy dispatched out to me. The person that drove my son's truck last night, drove him home, hit a gal on Cloud Road and Central, and I just found out about it, so I was calling to see if they could come to my house.
Is your son there?
He's here, yeah, he's here with me. And just so you know, I'm a lieutenant of Phoenix. I'm not asking for favoritism, but everyone's going to know anyways. I'm a lieutenant of Phoenix PD. It's my son.
Lieutenant Moore's message is relayed to a Maricopa deputy, who reaches out to him urgently for more details.
Yes, I started getting phone calls. That's the only reason I even knew. So I went outside, I looked, there was damage on the front of the vehicle. And so I went inside and asked my son. His buddy called me immediately because he had seen the pictures online.
Right.
And said he was at breakfast. That kid's on the way here right now. The one that was at breakfast with him this morning.
Yes, sir.
That friend says that the girl he was on a date with was driving the truck.
Where is the vehicle currently located?
It's where he normally parks it, on the side of my house.
Okay.
It's on the side of the house.
Was he in the vehicle when the crash happened?
He doesn't know. He was passed out.
Okay,
So,
I understand. Does he know who was in the vehicle?
yes, he does.
The deputy obtains his address and lets him know he needs to come speak with him in person.
And like I said, there's nobody delayed reporting. I didn't know anything about it.
No, I don't
He
either.
started getting phone calls, and he was passed out in his bed
Yeah.
for as long as I can remember. So I don't know the times, but I'm just saying. So nobody was sitting here trying not to call you or anything.
No, I am very grateful for you putting the pieces together, sir. Thank you, and thanks for your son for coming forward.
It's the right thing to do.
Yes, sir.
So,
Just so they
Yeah.
they know he has an attorney, and that's only for protection. Because this
At
will
least he's not trying to sit there and come up if his child did something wrong. He want his child to face consequences.
Yeah, and he definitely should.
Yeah, he ain't trying to hide it.
just so they know he has an attorney, and that's only for protection.
Right.
Because this whole thing's weird.
Yes.
So he's going to cooperate. I'm just waiting for the attorney to call me back. So this isn't because he's not going to talk. He's not going to cooperate.
No, you
He's
know
fully
exactly.
gonna
We just
cooperate.
have to make sure that
I know.
his rights are
100%.
Totally
100%. That's all it is, and I think you'd call for your son too. So I just,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean.
When he arrives, Lieutenant Moore greets him in the driveway, along with his son, 20-year-old Jacob Moore.
So we're going to do the
Funny.
initial
Come
just
on,
get
Jake.
here, and then we're
Yeah,
just
like
going
older
to
than him.
walk down until the detectives
Jake
are
look
done.
a little
over there,
old.
and
I ran our
then
fatality
they'll come
squad
over.
in Phoenix for 4 years, so I've been a lieutenant for Phoenix for a long time. And this is one of the witnesses at the restaurant,
Hi.
Jackson.
Okay.
And they went to pick up another witness
Okay.
that was at the restaurant to bring him here.
Just breathe, dude. If it wasn't you, don't worry about it. That's the big thing. Dad'll tell you, if it wasn't you, I get other things are going to happen, but
He's a young kid, he's never dealt with
I
this
know,
before,
so
so
no.
he's just sad at how it's going to affect me. So I told him, I love you, and I would be here regardless of that.
While waiting for detectives to finish surveying the crime scene, Lieutenant Moore leads the deputy to the truck.
So it's up here in the damage. You can see, I didn't touch it, so you can see the body fluid. I'm sure that's what that is. So, yeah. But this, I thought it was weird because right back, I was up in the road back gate. And I came over here and went through the garage to get something. I'm like, why is this truck over here? It's never parked over here. And it's weird. So, strange. But
I'm trying to hide it. Whoever.
Unfortunately, crud happens, but
The deputy quickly snaps photos of the truck and the damage to the front left headlight. As another deputy arrives on scene, they learn the female Jacob claims was driving his truck is named Jenica.
Do you know someone got a hold of Jen?
he tried to call her because I was freaking out. Right to you, and I know your camera's on. Hi, hello. I wear one at work too. So I go, I need her name, and he's like, he was kind of a daze, so I woke him up. He was passed out, and it took him a little bit to know what was going on. He was just tired, and so I woke him up, and he tried to call her, and she didn't answer the phone. And so it's some girl he met that he went on a date with. So I've never even met this girl. I don't know who she is.
You think started this morning, or
what's that?
The date, was it this morning?
I have no clue.
While Jacob isn't willing to speak to investigators without his lawyer present, his friend Jackson, who was with him this morning, agrees to answer questions. According to him, it wasn't a date, but rather a get-together involving multiple friends. After a long night out, the entire group went to a cafe called Heart and Soul.
We were there, ate breakfast, had some drinks.
Okay.
And
when you say drinks,
I was drinking. I don't know if they were doing. They were right there on the table. They were drinking too.
Okay.
I
drinking what? Orange juice, water.
Screwdrivers.
Okay.
So black and orange juice. But
Kyle, another friend who was with them this morning at the cafe, also arrives and agrees to answer questions.
Where'd this morning start?
We went to breakfast at Heart and Soul, but to be honest with you, I wasn't paying any attention to what was going on
Here. How'd you get to Heart and Soul?
I had some chick driving me nuts, I don't even know her name.
Okay.
She drove my truck.
She drove your truck. Did she pick you up in your truck or come to your house first?
Yes, we picked my truck up and then she drove me there.
Alright.
We came from, I'm sorry, I don't even know where the hell it was.
we were supposed to be your house and shit.
Yes.
Too
We came
messed
from
up.
there.
Yeah.
We went to my truck and then we took my truck to Heart and Soul. And she drove back.
And you don't know her name?
I don't.
She just was acting as your DD?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know her name at all? A nickname, first name, internet? Is she a friend of yours online?
I don't even think I met her before last night, but she was.
But she's got the keys to your car.
Right.
She's sober, so.
You're a very trusting man.
Definitely very trusting.
Kyle's account, neither of the intoxicated boys drove their trucks. instead relying on two girls, Jenica and another female, who will soon be located and questioned. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Moore hands over his home camera system, hoping it may show evidence that Jenica was the one who dropped Jacob off at home this morning.
I just feel bad for this lady. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's doing the job, you think?
Were you vehicle friends as well?
I ran our vehicular crimes for almost 4 years, 3 years now. So yeah, social media's blowing up with it, right?
A situation where you have a true victim that
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
didn't do anything wrong.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely horrible. Everything on social media is saying the girl's driving because they were looking for the car. I didn't see that until the people start sending me stuff. So honestly, beyond that, I don't.
That's interesting. So social media is saying that a girl was driving.
Yeah, they said they're looking for a
But
girl in this truck.
how? How do you know that?
That is interesting because that was not publicly released.
Come on.
Investigators later locate Micah, the girl who acted as Kyle's designated driver from Heart and Soul Cafe. She explains that Jenica is her roommate and confirms the two were at the cafe with the boys that morning.
Who was driving?
Jen was driving and I was also driving. And then
So you're driving whose vehicle?
I was driving Kyle's
Alright.
and Jenica was driving Jacob's.
By her account, Jenica didn't drive Jacob home, but rather to Kyle's house.
Let me backtrack a little bit. You guys get to Kyle's. What happens after that?
We get to Kyle's, we park the pickups, and we said goodbye to both of them, and we got in my car, and I drove back to campus with Jen.
So Jen was in your vehicle.
Yes.
Jacob and Kyle stayed at Kyle's house. Is that correct?
I believe so, unless they left after that, I'm not sure.
Micah explains she and Jenica have been with the boys since the night prior, but struggles to recall specific times and locations. Her lack of certainty prompts the detective to interrupt the interview with a pointed question.
Alright. So I'm gonna ask you flat out. Are you covering for anyone?
No, I have no idea what's happening.
So do you understand the severity of this?
I do, yes.
Someone lost their life.
Yes, I know.
Alright.
If I knew about it, I would say something. Like, I want to be in law enforcement after I get out of college. Like, I'm a justice studies major. Like, I would not do that at all.
To piece together exactly what happened after leaving the cafe, investigators will need to speak with Jenica. They prepare to follow Micah to her college dorms, where she believes Jenica will be.
And honestly, I know exactly how that family is feeling right now. Because I lost my dad a few years ago. So it just breaks my heart.
At the dorms, Jenica admits to being at the cafe with the group and shares that Jacob and Kyle were intoxicated. Once they left, she confirms that Micah drove Kyle's truck and she drove Jacob's, with plans to meet at a friend's house. But what she says happened next changes everything.
We were driving on like a freeway. He was like, "You missed the turn," I'm like, "You didn't tell me." He's like, "You missed the turn, let me drive." And he started like yelling. And he was like, "It's not a pickup, like let me drive." And I was like, "You know what? I don't want to be in this vehicle, like I don't want to be driving with you yelling at me." He was like all over me. And so I pulled over, so he drove there.
After switching seats with Jacob and arriving at the friend's house, Jenica claims that Jacob didn't want to stay, as he was tired and just wanted to go home. According to her account, he drove away alone, leaving her in the driveway.
So
she
about 10 o'clock this morning, a woman was jogging on Cloud Road, was run down by a gray Ford F-250 and killed. Tracks registered on her happens to be a police officer.
His dad's involved.
He doesn't remember how he got there, but he claims that you were driving, right? And that you were driving that truck, and he wasn't.
During the pit?
It's looking like they're trying to place you behind the wheel
Right.
when that woman was struck and killed.
What?
Thankfully, investigators wouldn't need to rely on hazy accounts, as video evidence would clearly show who was driving the truck just before Lisa Mancuso was struck and killed. Just after 8 a.m. on February 24th, surveillance videos captured Jacob and Kyle arriving at Heart and Soul Cafe. Jacob can be seen dragging his feet, swaying off balance, and showing signs of impairment. Minutes later, Jenica and Micah join the boys and sit at their table, and they're served alcoholic drinks. One friend, who wasn't with the group but seated in the bar area with Jackson, answers a serious question.
Who purchased the liquor? 'Cause you guys are underage.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Were they asking for ID, or you just go in there and...
Right? No, never asked.
As their waitress explains, Kyle and Jacob were both increasingly showing signs of intoxication.
They were just being obnoxious. They were sitting there dropping the N-word, calling each other and just using all kinds of profanity. So my concern was just to get them out.
At one point, after purchasing another round of alcoholic drinks, the waitress gave them only orange juice, telling investigators it's what they do if they believe someone has had enough alcohol. Around 8:30 a.m., Jacob can be seen with his arms around Jenica, with his head laying in her lap.
He was passed out, he was about to go to sleep, and they're like, yeah, he can't sleep up there. And I was like, yeah, it's probably best he leaves. So that's why the girl goes, yeah, he's tired, so I'm gonna drive. He was drinking, so
Who's that girl said that?
Jen, she goes, I'm gonna drive his truck. And I go, perfect. And I walked through the door, and then I went back to the bar.
Jackson stays behind at the cafe while the rest of the friend group prepares to leave. A short time later, the truck can be seen pulling into the driveway of their friend's house. As the doors open, Jacob exits the driver's seat, confirming Jenica's claim that the two swapped seats along the way. The two talk for a while and briefly hug before Jacob enters the driver's seat once more. Jenica walks to Micah's car to wait for her friend, while Jacob leaves alone.
Boy.
Lisa Mancuso would be violent.
But that darn Jacob something else, isn't it?
Okay.
I ain't know what he about to say, but it getting kind of crazy. Why did he, and then try to put it on?
Put on that girl.
Yeah, white.
Boy, that's some crazy stuff. And I understand you don't, but I'm pretty sure you know that you was driving.
You can't get up like that. Yeah, you know you was driving.
That's
he hit the truck. And that's why, who else was, I mean, come on now. You remember some
You
things.
hit the truck, and on top of that, when you did hit the lady, that you drove back to see. So you had to, you knew what was going on. You were well aware that what you did, but you, man.
Exactly. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, let us know in the comment section what y'all think about that, because he was well aware, I feel like.
Violently struck and killed less than 10 minutes later. Still, according to a family friend, Jacob has no memory of being behind the wheel.
I said, nothing? You can't remember anything?
He got memory.
I remember being at breakfast. He goes, and then the next thing he remembered was his dad waking him up.
You remember something.
As more video footage is uncovered and additional friends are interviewed, investigators learn that Jacob began drinking as early as 11 p.m. the night before.
Damn.
After visiting multiple bars throughout the night, he enjoyed additional drinks with his friends at an abandoned racetrack.
When you guys are at the abandoned racetrack, and you guys are drinking, about how much did you guys drink?
A lot.
Between everybody?
I think there was like a 12-pack that we had in the truck. So that split between everyone, which is just, what is that, 2.5 beers?
It's always a 2 beer thing.
When you guys were drinking at the racetrack, what'd you guys do with all the beer cans?
In the back of his truck.
You threw it in the back of the truck?
Yeah.
According to police records, 8 crushed beer cans were found in a dumpster, removed from Jacob's truck prior to the deputies' arrival. They'd been thrown away by Jacob's father, Lieutenant Moore, who openly admitted he did so before knowing the truck was involved in the accident.
So, could be protein, the Coors Light, and the Monster. I picked up a whole handful of crap out of that and struck it through it again.
And while Jacob's father was seemingly conflicted over whether Jacob parked the truck in its usual spot,
Where he normally parks it, on the side of my house.
Well, why is his truck over here? It's never parked over here. It's weird.
the camera system his father gave police ultimately showed Jacob arriving at home and exiting the driver's seat himself. In an interview recorded on the day of Lisa's death, a deputy acknowledged Lieutenant Moore's concern that the investigation might appear to show him preferential treatment.
In 26 years, there are untold sacrifices you've made. There are things that you gave up, things that you did for the better of, whether it be a citizen or an agency or another officer, things that you'll never get recognized for, things that you'll never get back, things that you've had to deal with that are untold and never will be told, the things that you saw and dealt with. I know. It's the nature of police. Yeah. And for that to be called into, when something like this happens, I'll Because there's automatically that, well, he's protecting his kid, he's doing this, he's doing that, and I want to do everything to circumvent that.
Yeah, I'm not protecting anybody.
I know.
At all.
That's why we're having this conversation, because I had a
Not
feeling.
protecting anybody.
Though Jacob claimed to have no memory of the incident, he Googled DUI manslaughter on his phone at 2:37 p.m.,
So
less than 10 minutes before his father reached out to deputies. He sent a text message to a close friend an hour later, one that seemed to suggest he knew what was coming next.
Exactly.
Like, he said, "Hey, I love you, just so you know that." And I said, "What makes you say that?" He said, "I might be going away."
At the time the Ford F-250 was seized by police, detectives...
When he left or whatever like that, that drink must have really kicked in or whatever.
Mhm.
He probably veered over like that or whatever, was doing something.
And then
struck her. Boom.
her. And then that's when he probably jumped like, oh.
He probably kind of snapped out of it, like woke up a little bit. That's why he came back, like you said.
Like came back and see, like,
Trying to
damn,
see
did I really hit somebody?
A person or a deer or something.
You're right, or anything other than. That's why he did that.
Exactly.
He said, "I might be going away."
At the time the Ford F-250 was seized by police, detectives were unable to prove that Jacob was behind the wheel at the time of the crash, and couldn't get a warrant for a sample of Jacob's blood. DNA taken from the broken headlight of the truck would later come back as a match to 43-year-old Lisa Mancuso. After a warrant for his arrest was issued, 20-year-old Jacob Moore, in the company of his lawyer, surrendered voluntarily at the police station. His bond was set at $200,000.
That's it?
In April of 2025, as part of a plea deal, Jacob pleaded guilty to manslaughter and leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. He was later sentenced in 2025 to serve 4 years in the Arizona Department of Corrections. He was also ordered to pay restitution to Lisa Mancuso's family and will be placed on 3 years of supervised probation following his release. For the 1-year anniversary of her death, Lisa Mancuso's friends and family gathered to honor her memory with a 5K, with runners wearing purple, Lisa's favorite color. If you'd like to see select new video, runner Mancuso following his Arizona apartment.
Ain't no way.
He was later sentenced in 2025 to serve 4 years in the Arizona Department of Correction.
4 years? Wow.
4 years.
And then, do what, 3 years?
He was also ordered to pay restitution to Lisa Mancuso's family and will be placed on 3
years of supervised probation.
That ain't nothing.
His neglectfulness.
Yeah.
If that's the word, right? Neglectfulness. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Negligence. He ran this innocent lady over who had a family.
Right.
And then he knew what he did.
He knew what he did because he Googled it.
And the judge did 4 years and 3 years of supervised probation. How do y'all feel about that?
Because
fam, get that for real. I want to know.
His first time. No, that is
none of that.
wrong.
That's no excuse at all. That's a slap in the face.
That is
and everything, front, back,
side to side, everywhere to those people family, to that lady
wrong.
family, man.
That's wrong.
Especially her son.
That's wrong. That is
he has to grow up without a mother.
And she was way off the road.
He, like how you say, he probably veered off, probably fell asleep because too drunk or whatever like that, fell and then hit her and then realized what he did and then and then that's why he turned back around and goes actually see what he did and then drove off and then he Googled that. That's why he had the dang on car on the side.
Yeah, because if he didn't know what he was doing, I mean, all that played factor, and the judge still, the jury, whoever, just 4 years, not even 15, 20 or a life, anything, just. It's like you. It's like a game. If you do a crime and go to jail or whatever like that, you don't know the judge might give you
30 years, 20 years, 2 years,
3 days, just straight probation.
Taking somebody out of here. I mean, yeah, you were drunk, but that don't matter because I've seen higher sentence where people hitting somebody and they get
then he came back and left
right.
all that.
Then he tried to lie on his friend, that girl Jenna. I wouldn't even be his friend no more. You try to put it on me because what if they didn't have that footage?
If they didn't have that footage, then she would have been messed up.
She would have been going by that. They would have been going at it. She had to get a lawyer. He got a lawyer and all. Cause what if they didn't have no footage?
Man, KBG, y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, y'all know y'all always be getting down there with us.
My heart goes out to her family, especially her son.
Yeah,
especially her son. That has to live with it.
Yeah, like you can feel it. You can. That's crazy. Like you said, R.I.P. to her, man. And I wish our family the best. KBG, y'all get down there and let us know how y'all feel about this one. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, let us know how you feel.
Let us know. Check out the rest of the vids,
just
too.
Just opinion, you know.
Check out the rest of the vids. Like it up. Share the video with your friend, man. Let's get this family big over here, man. We love y'all. Appreciate all the comments, support, the emojis y'all dropping in the comments, everything, man.
Appreciate everything.
Hey.
But, you know, next time we gonna have to give y'all Instagram. So keep up with us. So, you know, like
Instagram.
Y'all think we going for 7 days or something happened? Nothing really didn't happen. We just been,
I appreciate it. I like that.
I appreciate
love that,
that,
though, man. That's real
so
love.
good. Yeah.
That's love, man. We love y'all, KBG.